Greetings, this is Queen Chrysolite Owens, the founder of the International Voice Coalition, and this is a update video. Well, actually, I've caught up, y'all. This is the video for today, for yesterday, July the 15th, 2023, and this is my account, my personal account that I have with this black op federal group that supposedly have me on some type of list, terrorist list or whatever, or bloodline list or whatever kind of secret list they got. And they're supposed to be chasing me. This thing goes maybe all the way back to when I was born, back in the 70s or something like that, you know. And supposedly my family, Freemasons in my family is part of it or something, and they have me on some type of group, some kind of secret list, because I have a certain bloodline, a royal bloodline, and you know, I'm chosen. They found out I'm chosen by God, so they had me on a secret list for years. And then when I worked for Brian Bond in 1998, I believe that somehow or another that list was, they were watching me through the Brian's thing. What Brian did, had my bicycle bugged, and his payroll cop friends were secretly broadcasting me all over the city. And so I started writing this man, pen paling this man in prison and all this kind of stuff. And then this man in prison supposed to be some kind of shady character that was a ex-lieutenant deputy sheriff, and he was involved in some shady stuff, some drug-related stuff, they would confiscate drugs, and then him and the sheriff would go out and resell the drugs and then take the money and hide it somewhere. But anyway, this shady ex-cop or whatever I was writing in prison was talking about he had all this drug money and all this kind of stuff. And so this secret black op federal group was hiding behind that, and they're still hiding behind that to use as a legal means to say, have you on this list so that they can target you and, eventually blood sacrifice you for whatever reason, because you from a royal bloodline and you're highly chosen by God, so that they can benefit. So that's the reason, the real reason why these people are really after people like me, But anyway, it's the same thing. The van is bugged that I'm transported on. All the people, the plants that are on there. And we found out the dude that was one of their plants, one of their spies or whatever, he quit this week. He quit. His name was Clyde. First name was Clyde. And he would wear these shades. Like, it can be, the sun can be under the clouds, and this dude still got shades on. Weird behavior. And, their lead, they have Sean as the lead. A whole lot of stuff went down this week. And he would play this loud. Somebody done got onto him about it. Because he got at least about 5 workers on the van that's saved, that's Christians. And it's very disrespectful. Okay? And it's been brought to the attention of Hearst that he's playing that loud, vulgar music. And he got mad at one of the preacher dudes that's that is a worker on the van. He would turn the music down. He would get mad because he turning the music down, and had him kicked off the van for a couple of days. Oh, I don't want him on my van. Because he would get mad because he turned that loud music, that loud, dirty music down. Okay, you got 5 saved people on here. It's very disrespectful. We don't want to hear that. This is when you're working at a job like that, is business, is professional. We don't want to hear about sex all day long. I'm talking about vulgar stuff all day. I mean, some of us, we like sex too, but in the right way, you know, as us being saved Christians. But we don't want to, everything is not about sex, okay? Life is not all about sex. This dude plays this music all day long. So I start catching on very quickly. I'm like, I sort of believe that, that he's being paid by the government to broadcast this music out. And then they're saying it's some witch that's out to get me, you know, because of something else I'm not going to really go in no detail on this video about, that she may have be involved with it as well, you know, to also get back at me for whatever reason because of, you know, a situation about the chosen king. But, you know, she could be involved with it because I believe this dude is paid. He was being paid, or he's being paid to play this loud music so they can distract me from, from being on the internet trying to make money, online with my websites or money making stuff, in the spare time. Are you listening to, prophetic messages and stuff like that? They don't like that. Psychic messages, they don't like that because it's telling on them. Okay, and they're trying to distract you from that. That's why they got him playing. They know he's playing that loud music, even if they're not directly paying him to do it, but they know that that we don't like that, and that's the reason why they're benefiting some type of way off of it too. Spiritually benefiting, either way, one way or the other, they're benefiting. This is why they have this dude turn this music, have this music playing, or having him as a band lead, because they know that he likes to play that music. Either way, they're being manipulative in that way. And then we also, I'm not going to make this video long, we also had problems with DART this week too, I believe, as well as the other weeks. They just wouldn't show up sometimes. I don't say it's every day. It's an everyday thing. Or they would just they would just not even show up, or that they would tell them not to show up or something like that, or tell them to come early. That was what we was having problems with this week. It wasn't that they wouldn't showing up, but they would the problem with this week was that they was come early. Then we have to stand there and wait on the bus for almost an hour in the hot sun. And here in Texas, it's like desert heat, like 2 times hot, like Phoenix, Arizona. That's what it is like in the DFW airport. It's like 108 or 10 degrees, plus you got to deal with the humidity. That's what you got to look at. That's like 125. And out there is even a lot hotter, because they have the satellite radiation technology where they can see everything. That right there makes it even hotter. That radiation coming off of that spine, that satellite, that can make it hotter as well. And also this week they would, I noticed they try to set me up this week too, a lot. This past week, they did a lot of trying to set me up and get me to get a ticket and get fired. They did a lot of that, trying to set me up, and they would, I noticed that one instance is this week, and I think it was Friday, when because they have my vehicle tracked. Okay, my phone, this phone and my tablet is bugged under surveillance. It's tracked as well. So and my vehicle's tracked too, so they know exactly about what time I'm going to get to wherever location I'm taking that vehicle to. And so they told somebody, I'm not going to say no name, somebody within Hearst, active direction of the FBI, federal agent group, out of that group, they told Sean to leave that. I mean, I was like, I had arrived, okay, at the location, and right time I'm pulling into Hearst, a love field, I see Sean leaving, just then leaving. And I know that they told him to do that. And for whatever reason, because these people are cultists, they worship the devil. Freemasons. Okay, they're a cult. And all of this stuff I'm talking about in this video, and this is for, you know, the ears of, you know, YouTube. This stuff can be verified by seers of God Almighty, and even from psychic people. So we're not making this stuff up on these people. This is real spiracy stuff here. It's not conspiracy, it's real spiracy. We believe they told Sean to leave me on purpose. I was the last one getting there. As we was pulling in, Sean was pulling out. And some of those people on that van, some of them they're plants. And they may have told him to do it just for the heck of it. But whatever way it went down, we was pulling into the love field, pulling in, he was pulling out. It's not a coincidence. That was done on purpose. Because they know exactly, they're tracking me. They know exactly when I was pulling in there, okay? Just like I'm recording this video, they're listening to me right now. They're listening. So that's going to be all for this video. Greetings to all. I'm signing off.